So, okay, so you started off as an in-betweener and you took that test and you managed to get started. And so what did you learn from that experience that helped you move to the next higher position?
So I always encourage everybody, what I tried to do, and I've always tried to do this, is no matter where you're at, again, I'll use that term iron sharpens iron. What can you do that can help you learn? What can you do that you can, you know, step out of the normal path and try and gain a little bit more knowledge, gain a little bit more of this. When I was on Once Upon a Forest, our director was Dave Mitchner, and he was
Yeah,
uh, Milt Call's. I think he taught at CalArts for a long time, but he was Milt Call's assistant.
he was my
And
teacher at CalArts. Yeah,
okay,
yeah.
yeah, so you know Dave, great, great. And so Dave, was at a stage of his life where everything was just sort of, he was a little more relaxed about things, but he had worked with Milt Call and was his assistant, did the stripes and did the things, and was an incredible artist. I went to him knowing I was an in-betweener, but I wanted to be an animator. I wanted to be a traditional animator. I hadn't gone to Cal Arts. I didn't have the contacts or anything. So I went to him outside of the job and said, "Can I do a test for you? Can you give me?" I asked him specifically, I said, what you give to an animator, can you give that to me just as a copy? I know you're already giving it to that person to do the scene, but if you have an extra scene that I can just do, just so that I know what it's like to be launched on a scene, let me do that. And he was like, okay, let's do that. So he gave me a scene with an X sheet, with a layout, with everything. And I went off and animated it and brought it back to him a couple times and got some feedback. But it had to be something extra. It wasn't that they were going to give it to me on the job yet. I hadn't earned that yet. And the only way to do that was to show outside of it, how do I do a little bit more? How can I show that you can put me in that position? And so that opened up to where I had also, all of you are going to learn this too as you're building your portfolio. At the beginning, it's just, how do I get enough in my portfolio to show what I can do? As you get more in there, then you can be a little bit more critical about it and go, yeah, I'm not going to put that scene in there or that little example in there anymore because I don't need it as much. It's a charm. And we made a joke about it, but because I was so straightforward and kind of earnest about it, he was like, okay, I see what you're doing. And so he knew I was just like, I'm just trying to just show you what I can do. And he gave me an opportunity. He gave me a chance to, do some freelance on that, and that gave me more for my reel, another person I knew I could work towards. And if anything I'm getting across is, it's just like, take those risks. If a door opens, go in, walk through it, try it. The worst thing someone can say is no, it doesn't work, or no, we're not looking for it. But at least you tried it. At least you threw your stuff into the ring.